The Spotlight. Hear directly from your favorite artists in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and across the world. The Spotlight on 85.5 Masterclass Radio. Available on TuneIn. The Spotlight. We talk reality.
What do you think about this whole scenario about vaccine passport, especially where you are? Before we kick off with that, please, I'd like you to tell us who you are, what city you're in, and many fear about you.
Well, I'm a hip hop artist. Go by Big Greg, man.
Yeah.
I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, North Kakalaki. From Raleigh, but I'm in Charlotte right now. But yeah, man, I'm not really concerned about the passport. I just don't want it to get any deeper than. I mean, that's kind of it's crazy. I can barely wrap my head around having to show my passport to get into a restaurant. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, enough people have died that I can show it some concern. You know what I mean? Like show it some respect. So it is what it is. We don't have that right now, but if it comes down, that's crazy, bro.
The phone number to join us today for the rest half an hour is 587-201-9664. That is 587-201-9664. Look at that. And we got Big Greg right here. Let's kick off with yourself and your music. Let's start with a little bit of a story. How did you start?
Well, I don't know how old I was, but back in the day, like my cousin and I guess my brother a little bit, they used to rap and hang out with people that rap. Yeah. And I didn't even do it then. I just that's when I kind of witnessed it. And then when I went to college, couple friends, we were in our dorm, and we were doing these punchlines back and forth. And I still remember, not the exact one, but I just remember two guys coming at me, and one of them was wearing a red shirt, one of them wearing a yellow shirt, and I was like, man, you can't believe you got me battling ketchup and mustard. And then everybody went crazy. That ended the battle, and I was like, dang, I might be able to do something. You know what I'm saying? So then I started recording with some people that was at that same battle. And that was it, man. Back in like 2007, I started actually kind of recording. Yeah. And then maybe about 7 years ago, I got signed and went professional.
How did you keep up with the time, like the transition from the more traditional rap to what we have right now? How did you go about it?
That's a good question, man. I didn't, most people would kind of like shun that new stuff. They like, nah, I don't like that new stuff and blah blah blah. I kind of embrace it, you know what I mean? And I actually consciously think about my flow when it comes to the new stuff. So I think, I hear it. I hear some things that I don't like it. It's new and I don't like it. I understand what they're saying, but most people saying like the old heads, but I can't get jiggy with it because if I start doing that, I'm gonna get left behind. So, and one thing, man, my flow has always been kind of different. So it's not like I'm not, copying somebody where I'm gonna get, left behind. My flow has always been kind of different. So it's been able to hang throughout the time. And I guess, when my flow catch and it get crazy big and everybody doing it, and then, then it can get old. But right now, it's still new to people that hear it, and my music, I don't even curse in my music. But a lot of people don't even notice that because, it's just so well put together. You don't really think about it. So it's just my flow is kind of unique. It's not, I wouldn't say it's like crazy unique, but it's just unique. It's not easy to do. It's just something different, and that's how I survived all these years.
When I look at most of my favorite artists from the 2000s and early 2010, most of them don't even make hip hop anymore. The likes of Cassidy, Fabulous, and a whole lot of other rappers, Papos, 50 Cent, Ja Rule, or Jada Kiss. Would you consider yourself an underground artist?
Yeah, kinda. It's just like I know my goal. I know where I'm headed. Yeah. So it's and underground isn't bad. It's just my music. If you compare mine to the average underground person, I got more of a radio feel than they do. A lot of them got like a nice flow or something like that. But the hook ain't right. Everybody ain't singing the hook. my flow is like radio ready. It's like radio music. So I kind of separate myself a little bit from underground, but I do have like the hustle of underground, because that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Looking at both eras, like traditional form of hip hop, which of these do you think is better? Do you prefer the real hip hop, or compared to this, a little bit of stylish mumble and a little bit of that? You don't have to rap too much. As a matter of fact, you don't have to make sense too much. You just make your music a little bit comical, and at the same time, people can vibe to it.
Yeah, that question sounds like a trap, man. I like the traditional, and but like I said, I respect the new stuff. I one thing I do like is the melody that's in the new stuff. So that's the only way I'm surviving, because I'm a music person for real. Like, I'm a drummer. So I'm like, for real music, and I can read music, you know what I mean? I played in the band and all this. I can appreciate music. So if I can't understand what they're saying, but there is still like a good melody, I can still rock with it and make it. But I can't say what I prefer, because some old stuff that I really don't rock with, some new stuff, I actually do rock with it. So I can't say, man. It's just music. It's music, bro. It's like, that's how you can narrow it down. Just music.
One of the greatest change things that I see that change hip hop is that, as a new fan, meeting you for the first time and other new persons that really listen to you right now, how would you describe yourself to them?
Man, I really got, my music is good music. I make good music. I make catchy music. I make music that can go on the radio. Like, if you hear my album, the G4 album that just dropped, I'm telling you, like, 90% of those songs could go on the radio, and that's my technique, man. And I hope I can, that'll catch. Like, if you throw so many nets out there, you're more likely, gonna get a catch. So that's me, man. I make really good music. I'm a musician, so sometimes I feel like people perpetrating, like, you come in this music business, I'm like, you're not even a musician, so I got one leg up on you already. So I'm a musician. I make good music. I don't even curse. You can't even barely tell I'm not cursing.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal, man. I got my kids in the car now. I got to turn the radio off. Even when the stuff blocked out, like curse word, like bleeped out, it's still the song is like, I can't let the kids hear that song.
Yeah.
So you can let the kids hear my song. You ain't got to bleep it out. And I don't know. And I'm a good dude too.
Yeah.
So I support.
So would you consider yourself more inspirational or more of a melodic?
I would say a little more melodic, but like I said, man, I tweak stuff. Like, literally, like, my first single, You Can Have It All. Like, if you listen to that song, and man, I swear, if we got that one mixed right, boy, I'd be out of it, and it'd be perfect. But that song is straight up what I was trying to go for, and it was straight up singing on the hook, and then the verses I was rapping. So, and I like I told you, man, I tweaked some things, moved some things, still got like that little bit of melody, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not mumble, so I'm kind of playing around in both feels, and so I can't even put a label kind of on it, is what I'm saying. Like, when I go perform and I hear everybody doing the same thing, and then I gotta perform. I'm like, man, I hope they don't, they're not disappointed. But typically everybody's like relieved to hear something different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can't even put myself in one category, because I've tweaked it, trying to. I don't want to look like I'm copying people, but I am trying to, move away from all those people you mentioned that ain't really making music no more, ain't hip. Like Andre 3000 said that one time, he's like, hip hop, he realized, you got to be hip. You got to be hip to do hip hop, because that's a part of hip hop. So a lot of people, don't want to be involved with what's new coming out. They don't think that's hip. But then the majority is what, they hang around what's new, and they looking at you trying to stay back and fight the new wave.
Yeah.
And they saying you're not hip. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna fight the way. I'm not gonna get banned, from the wave. I'm gonna stick to the wave and still keep my little flow with it.
Wow. I really want to thank you for sharing that with me. One of the most inspirational part of today's music that I realize is not just the wave. Like, I can see the trend. I see music more today like a fashion. And looking at music in a big scope, who do you think deserves all the credit? Do you think it's the producer or the artist?
Bro, you be trying to get, you trying to get me got, bro. I think I think you gotta have a team, man. Like, that's how I tell people when my career started changing, when I got a team. And you can't, how you look like David Ruffin coming in the team claiming, you the best in the team.
Yeah.
Like, and everybody else, you probably think, oh, I made music, I'm the most important, but I don't agree. Like, some of my songs are really nice, but then when you send them to get mixed by my mans in Atlanta, and then then it's like, dang, that's what it needed. That's exactly what it needed. Now it's really good. Like, it's right where I need it. So I can't say who has the most. I think obviously the artist puts a lot of creativity into it. But then again, there's some people that respect their craft so much that, mixing the song up a certain way and adding this and adding that and take it, I think that's also, I can't, you trying to trap me, man. You got me. I ain't gonna lie.
You got me. No, most of the time I start looking music, like great music though, but people leave behind the producer. Those are things. Even when I receive tracks, I go like the back channel to see the attribute about the music. It was like, where's the producer there? It's just the artist and title of song, and that's it. Like, who created this track? I really want to know. Like Jay-Z said, right? I respect you got shot, and I respect the shooter, something like that, right? You got a great hit, but I respect who created the hit. Like, but not to discredit the artist, but creativity comes from the artist. But creativity sometimes could be damaged by a bad producer. Do you agree with that?
Mm-hmm. I agree. And if you remember, like back when we had CDs and stuff like that, it was always on there. But now that we've gone like to streaming, it's like it's gone. Like, you don't know who is who. But I do respect, like, nowadays, or it's actually kind of going away. But at one point, not too long ago, you would hear about the producer, in the song, and they would leave it in there. Usually, people take that right out as soon as you get the beat. But they've been leaving it in there because the producers are getting famous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's famous now to have a beat from these type, producers. So I like just when they leave their little catchphrase in there for the producer. That's dope.
Yeah. So where do you see your music going? You've been in the game for quite a while, and a lot of people might have quit. Started from 2007 to where you are today. Most people must have like, I used to do that. It wasn't working out the way I wanted it. What kept you to stay?
I got a song on my, like, go listen to that album, man. Listen to that album. The first song, man, I got like on the second verse, it straight up started off with all the people that I came with. Wonder why I ain't quit. Both my kids looking at me. That I can't quit. You know what I mean? Like, I was doing it for a different reason. You know what I mean? Like, people was doing it because it was popular.
Yeah.
It was fun, whatever the case may be. And it is fun. I could stay up all night making a song and not even know that I was up all night. So, and all them people gone because they weren't doing it for the right reason. I'm doing it to take care of my family, and that's my goal. And I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. And my advice to everybody is, like, you're going to fail. I done been on the stage and they cut the mic, arguing with me. Why I'm trying to argue, I got like 2 more songs, get off. I done been through all that, bro. Like, it's real and it's going to hurt, but it is what it is. You go through these failures and it just makes you stronger, man. And then you get around other people who haven't experienced that yet, and you up here. And I sometimes I want to warn the people, like, hey, get ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, get ready, it's coming. But it is light at the end of the tunnel. So I just keep grinding. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. But and people are gonna tell you, like, I'm telling you, like, radio and all, you're gonna learn a lot of stuff about different things. But it is what it is. I love this music thing. I do it for my family, and soon I'll be able to take care of everybody.
Wow, I like that. Thank you so much, Big Greg. I was looking at one of your video, and I like one comment. Cash App. Where can people find you on social media? Cash App. I'm like, that's a phrase right there. So let me ask. Let me ask that again. Where can people find you on social media, please?
That's funny. Nowadays, if you give out your Cash App, bro, you get somebody else gets you.
Unfollow this guy. Where can you find me on social media? Cash App. Unfollow this guy.
That was fun. I try to do like a little funny video every year.
No, I think that is, you should do more of that. That is really, like, I haven't heard that. I'm like, where can people, I start using that to Steve, where can we find you? Cash App.
Cash App, I'm there every day.
I'm there on Cash App. That's the only place I check right now. And to be honest with you, I check my bank account like every 30 minutes, to be honest. Because it's like, what social media platform you use a lot? I'm like, my online banking.
The most. It's at the top.
I'm checking what's going out, what is coming in, and who is charging me again.
I know. I'm off. I'm like, what is this? That's true, bro. That's true. No, but you can find me on everything, man. So me and my manager thought it was smart to make everything the same name. So it worked out perfectly. It's all Big Greg PLK, or BIG PLK. At Big Greg PLK is on everything: Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, all that.
I want to say thank you for tuning in and joining us right here. You talk about your new album that just been out. Please tell me a little bit about it.
Oh my God, man, it's a good album, man. And I just, sometimes I think, like, man, what if it was on a big, like, a major label level? That's the kind of quality it is. Like, the work is good, man. The music sounds perfect. It's ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, go check out that album, G4. It's everywhere. It's even on YouTube for all my broke friends. That's what I send. I send them the YouTube link. But you know what I'm saying? Some people ain't got Apple Music and Spotify and all that. But if you don't have all that, it's on YouTube. We're about to shoot a music video for Hands Free, which was probably, I think it was the third single off that album, Hands Free. So we're about to shoot a video for that. But that album is really good, man, because like I told my man here, I usually write songs for like the radio, just so I can try to catch, get caught, catch somebody's ear. But, I do have like a couple songs on there that's like talking about me, and he asked about me. And if you want to know more about me, at least listen to the first track on the album, man. It's real. It's just me, a young lady named Chelsea Locklear, and her guitar. That's the track. Wow. I'm telling you, it's dope, man. It's dope. So please go listen to G4.
I will be listening to it, to be honest. I will lay my hand on the album and listen to it. I want to thank you, Big Greg, for coming on with me right here. And thanks for sticking around and waiting in the lobby.
No doubt, man.
I will definitely be checking you out on Cash App. I'll be checking your songs on Cash App. And please, that is one thing most people don't do anymore. Most people do not even tip the artist. I was looking at Spotify and YouTube. I'm like, is there a way to improve most of this platform where you listen to the track, not just like the track, or write a comment? They should have another spot where you can tip the artist. Like, if you love what you hear, tip the artist. Tip the artist.
Hey, man, you better call somebody, man. Hey,
I think I should start working for Spotify. I should start working for Spotify. I think that is one of the things I'm going to bring to the platform.
That's true, bro. That's true, because these big crazy artists, I might not send them much because they already got a lot. But yeah, you're right, man. Some of these people like mid-range or street, underground. I send them something for real. I for real would be that. So that's dope.
All right. So thank you for coming on right here. I've got Big Greg with That's Okay. Stay right there. Have a great night, and I'll be leaving in the hands of DJ Rex 8. I'll see you all tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Have a great night and stay safe, man. All right. Have a great one right here. Big Greg.
Yeah. It's Big G. What manifest? Yeah. Hey, that's okay. Yeah. Hey, that's okay. Hey, that's okay. You don't wanna wear his mask, but that's okay. Yeah, look, spend up on my bread, but that's okay. Yeah, money on my head, but that's okay. Look, wanna see me dead, but that's okay. Look, text still unread, but